Hello, dear students. I hope you are good today. I'm teacher Fidel. This is the Rainbow class. So it has been a while, but we are coming. Simply, we want to share with you introduction to drama. Dear student, in literature, we have three main genres of literature. We have prose, poetry, and drama. So today, would like to introduce to you to drama. So simply, drama, the student, is a genre of literature that is written in the form of dialogue and organized into acts and scenes. It is written to be performed or acted before a live audience. So, dear student, like other genre of literature, drama is totally different from those genres of literature because it is written in the form of dialogue, and then it is a form of conversation, and then organized into acts and scenes. It means act is a big part, and then scenes is a small part, and then should be performed. It is written to be performed, dear student. Good. Dear student, uh, I would like also to introduce to you subgenres for drama or types of drama, genres of drama, subjects of drama, or forms of drama. For these also they are called, dear student, they are called also forms. Also they are called types of drama. Then uh, then let's start from the tragedy. A tragedy is a serious drama or serious play where the protagonist often meets a disastrous end or meets with a dangerous end. In fact, tragedies are plays that have a serious unfortunate events. In most cases, the main character undergoes several misfortunes or bad lucks. Finally, the play ends in great disaster, whereby sometimes the tragedy ends when a hero died, a tragic hero, a hero died, or uh, come across with a serious problem like a great disaster, as I come to say. Dear student, in tragedy, we find such themes. We can find the theme of love, we can find pain, suffering, death, and religion, among others. So, dear student, these are most of themes that a tragedy focused on. So, for example, we have a very good tragedy, which is called a tragedy. Yes, student, a tragedy uh, which is called the Crucible. The Crucible is a tragedy. Do you see, the student? A tragedy is an example of tragedy. The Crucible is a play by Emil Arthur. We shall have time to talk about that play. Also, we have the other play called the Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar. Yes, it is another play on our syllabus. And we have also the other tragedies of William Shakespeare, like Hamlet, like Lear, like Macbeth, like Othello, Romeo and Juliet, most of famous and popular play of William Shakespeare. I hope everyone knows the play called Romeo and Juliet. Now it is in a film. whereby it is famous about love between Romeo and Juliet. Let's go to the second form or second type or second subgenre of yes of drama. We have comedy. Comedy. Comedy, I hope when you say comedy, you understand what it means even in Kinyarwanda. A comedy is a light drama intended to amuse often with a happy ending. So necessarily, a comedy is a play, okay? It's a play which is capacity to entertain, okay, to make people laugh, but this play should have a happy ending. So all situations, events, the character are funny, okay, are funny. So for example, we have the government inspector. It is a play which is full of comedy. It is called a comedy because how it is, its events, its character, and yes, it's a stage. A comedy is just use the what we call humorous style and portrays laughable character and situations, as I come to say. And then their student, a comedy, sometimes it brings what I come to say as funny characters, funny situation, which is laughable, uh, which purpose is to entertain the audience, entertain people. But after entertaining, after laughing, after enjoying, they have to learn a moral lesson. After yes, they have to learn a moral lesson. And then dear student, we have also uh, we have also yes, uh, we have also the third one is tragicomedy. So tragicomedy is the combination of uh, tragedy and comedy. So most of the times a tragicomedy begins with serious mood, suffering, death, okay, as a tragedy, but it ends with a happy ending. Okay, it has a happy ending. That's what tragicomedy. Tragicomedy starts with serious, begins with a serious mode, suffering. People die. Okay, people meet with challenges, great disasters, but finally, and they have the happy ending. The happy ending as a resolution. So here, example of as tragicomedy is a play called the Caucasian Joke Cycle, written by Bertolt Brecht. Okay, so then you have the other subgenres, which called the farce, a comedy with exaggerated, comedy with exaggerated and improbable situations. It is a comedy of manners, whereby the characters they tend to play the manners, the other people's manners. Okay, but purposely is to make people laugh, okay, and exaggerated the characters and the probable situation where the situation that they are, it seems to be impossible at all. Melodrama, it is a drama with exaggerated characters and emotional appeal. Here we look at emotion, okay, it brings a lot of emotions. Let's go to the characteristics of melodrama. Melodrama, it has a background music. On a films or on a stage plays, it usually highlight emotional scenes whereby the background they play music as in the background, and it has a strong facial expression. They use the facial expressions so much, and the regular quick movement and gestures. Clear well projected delivering rhymes and states being extremely loud. Extensive use of live music, we can say that they use live music. Excessive use of hyperbole, there's use of hyperboles, reaction situations. Okay, for example, when a character should laugh in prolonged way, okay, extreme anger, and so forth. Dear student, allow me to go immediately to dramatic techniques. We are going to see definitions or concepts or terms related to drama. These are terms related to drama, dramatic techniques. In drama, they use most of the times different techniques which are differ from other genres. For instance, here we have stage. What is a stage? A stage in a theater or in a play, it is area where the actors perform. That is the stage where they perform. The actors, where the characters are there so as to perform. That is the stage. Also, we have the costumes. Costumes also, you understand the costume, okay? Those are clothes, those are dresses uh, that the actors use and put on when they are staging, when they are on stage during the performance. Here we can say dresses, we can say pants, can say shorts, all those clothes, okay, that the actors put on during the performance. Props, dear student, props also. It is another dramatic technique whereby props, they are any object or any materials that the actors use on stage. When they are on stage during the performance, they should use different materials, different objects like chairs, like sticks, like airplanes, like a motor car, like all those materials that have been used to help them to perform well on the stage. They are called the props. Dear student, what is the difference between a theater and a play? Theater and a play. Most of the learners confuse this. Play and theater. Listen to me, dear student, and you have to be careful. Or most of these terms related to drama, they are being that set during examination. For example, those who are in the last year of uh, their secondary school, meaning they are candidates for national examinations. You have to look at this, and you have to be careful when you read this. Please follow me carefully. Theater, dear student, is a building hmm, is a building in which plays are acted or performed. It's any building, okay? Any building whereby uh, the plays are acted. Even the audience can go there and the actors perform. This is a house they are called theater. It should be a stadium, it should be a theater, it should be a building. All those they are called the theater because in these buildings it is where plays are acted and performed. While a play, dear student, is a story that is acted, okay, out on the stage in front of audience. This is a story, written story. This is a written story that is acted out on stage. That story that is written, okay, to be performed on stage, it is called a play. A play. And then, dear student, we have also to differentiate between act and scene. Act and scene. Act and scene. Act is a major division within a play. As we say chapters in a novel. In a play, we say act. Okay? But we have the other subdivision, the smaller part compared to act is called scene. A scene is a subdivision of an act. Okay? Often changes with the time and the place or characters. Okay, dear student, act and scene are different. Act is a major division, while a scene is a subdivision of act. Okay. Also, dear student, allow me to talk about monologue. Okay, we have to talk about monologue. And when we say monologue, we should also talk about dialogue. Dialogue, dear student. Dialogue. Okay. Dialogue. What is dialogue and what is monologue, dear student? Yes, dear student. Now, dialogue is a conversation between more than one character. Is a conversation a conversation between more than one character. More than one character. Okay? Yes, this is what we call a dialogue. D means two, a conversation between more than one character. And then monologue, it is the opposite. It's the opposite. Monologue is a long speech by one character. Okay? It is a long speech by one character. While dialogue is a conversation. Okay, it's a speech between two more than one character, or between two characters. But for monologue is what? It's for one character. Long speech by one character spoken to other characters or the audience. Also, the other pair of words or of terms related to drama are soliloquy and aside. Soliloquy and aside. Soliloquy is a speech where a character speaks their thoughts aloud, often alone on stage. Okay? It's a speech where a character speaks their thoughts aloud, often on stage. While aside is a brief remark or comment, okay, by a character intended to be heard by the audience, not by the other characters. Here, for aside, only heard by the audience, not other characters, okay, but only audience. And this is a brief remark or comment. Maybe this one should come and tell us what is going to follow, okay, when the actors are off stage. This is aside. Again, dear student, allow me to introduce to you what you call secret. What is a secret? What is a secret, dear student? A secret is a written form of a play, okay? Should be a movie, should be a TV show, should be a radio broadcast. But this is script. What is the role of script? It includes dialogue, actions, and stage direction. It means those who are going to perform, they have to have this script, like directors, okay, even actors, because they should just act according to a script direct them, okay? Where is the stage? How they should be? What is their costume? Stage should look like this, and also the character should say in this way. Those are shown in a secret. So that's when we say it is a written form of play, okay? Which is full of dialogue, actions, and stage directions. The purpose of script is to give you a stage direction, to give you an action, what action are going to do, and what dialogue are going to carry on. So, dear student, as an example, the actor memorized his line from the script. You memorize your lines, what your speech, okay, in the script, because you have to say what is it, what comes in your mind, but you have to have a secret in your hands so as to perform well as the director wishes. Dear student, the last but not least, I would like to come back to prologue and the epilogue. These are terms related to drama, but always confusing. Or sometimes students are not know them, they don't know them. But today, Rainbow class brings it to you this kind of key terms related to drama in a easy way. So prologue. When you understand the prologue, it is an introduction at the beginning of literary work, whether novel or play. These are the sets of the story. Here is just a part. It's like a part, the beginning part, okay, that provides background information, introduces themes, a character, or sets tone. So this is a very big part uh, that makes the reader to understand that will follow. Okay, to make the reader understand the themes of the conflict or the background information before they go to to the actual play, to the actual play. It is like introduction of the play or the beginning. Epilogue, yeah, that's the opposite. It is actually comes at the end of the play or comes at the end of the book. Okay, so what this epilogue serves? What is the purpose of the epilogue? The purpose of the epilogue is to reflect on the story's meaning. Often, yes, reflect the story's meaning, or you add something that happens after. Okay, so the reason why they say uh, the epilogue is the ending or is the conclusion, while the epilogue, while the prologue is the beginning or introduction. So these are two words which are opposite. One is the beginning or introduction, the other one is the ending or conclusion. For example, in a prologue, the character may say, 10 years later, the hero returned to village, now at peace. This is the information comes at the end of the play. So this is what we call actually epilogue. Okay, thank you very much. I hope we talked too much about terms related to drama. So I hope you enjoyed it too much, and then I wish you good. I wish you best in your exam, and I wish you to take time and revise these terms related to drama. Thank you. See you next time. We are Oremo class, and see you next time. Thank you very much. We love you.